Hey guys, hello there.
Hi there.
I think we can just, sorry for the sound, it's small technical issues. We've been doing this for the first time, having a video in the background and then so on. So I was just playing with the sound button to give you a little bit more sound.
We're doing it live again, so...
We're doing it live again, so it's not like, that's what we've been doing constantly. I mean, you're always going to get live from us, so that's better. You can always ask the questions, any type of questions you want. There's a couple of things we need to discuss obviously today, so...
We're way too quiet apparently. So
we are too quiet. 1 second, let me just get the microphone a little bit more sound now.
Probably a bit more.
A bit more? How about now, guys? Let us know.
It should be good now, yeah? Hopefully. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened to the settings, but anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, I was, blame me, I was playing with settings. So a big disclaimer before we move on to the next stage. You have to understand this is just basically, we wanted to show you what the Wave 2 is about. We're obviously going to be talking just in a second about the release and everything else. We show you the price and so on. Do me a favor, read it out.
Yeah, of course. So, disclaimer, Wave 2 pre-orders are not starting today. We aim to open pre-orders at the end of August 31st, with a street date of September 21st, after all Wave 1 pre-orders have been delivered.
Exactly. Now, I put small asterisks here because it's not, it's only one thing which we have to consider here is Australia, which is going to get a little bit later than anticipated the shipment. So that's only one thing. Regarding the rest of the world, we think we should be okay on that one. We're going to be monitoring the way how everything else is being shipped through from our 3PL companies. This means from hubs, but let's go there. We will explain to you step by step everything, okay? Now, there's one more disclaimer, we have to read it out. So, Shimon, do me a favor, please.
Of course, as always, it's my job. Everything shown and discussed during this AMA is subject to change. All content, including but not limited to miniatures, game rules, artwork, release schedules, and product plans, is considered preliminary and may be updated or revised at any time. Final designs and details are pending licensor approval. Visual representations may include prototypes, concept art, or work-in-progress materials that do not reflect the final product, and any timelines or features mentioned are estimates and not guaranteed. All trademarks, logos, and intellectual property belong to their respective owners and are used with permission where applicable. Participation in this AMA does not grant rights to any content shared or discussed.
Thank you.
And with that out of the way,
yeah,
we need to pre-record that. Someone just said in the chat.
We will do next time. There's a few questions I'm happy to answer straight away before we move on to the next one. I would like to support my local gaming store in the EU now. Is the retail channel including the Wave 2 pre-order? Yes, the pre-order will start exactly the same time for online and your local gaming stores. We're going to be there just in a second. What does it mean, pre-orders? Pre-orders, it means all the orders that have been placed from our store and from basically GameFound store and so on. That's what we classify pre-orders, yeah? Okay? I know it's going to be lots of questions. As Shimon told me yesterday, I'll talk too much about some questions, and so I will try to be much more faster. So I need to start with this just to give you some understanding. We got loads of new customers who never actually dealt with us and never worked with us and never knew about us, what's not. So it's just a quick reminder. Our company was established in 2014. Despite what the internet would say, but this is the company, and we operate under Archon SPZO company, and then the company, well, our brand name is Archon Studio. There was another company, Archon Studio, which we created for design studio, but that's a different part of the story. But anyway, this is the number of projects we have been delivering over all those years, right? That's all the projects which were just basically done, dusted, packed, and shipped to the customer. So many of them. All in all, we have round about 135,000 unique customers across all those projects, with more than 360,000 parcels ships. That's parcels. So this is how many we did for that. And if you look at the StarCraft, currently StarCraft is round about 7 to 8% of all that totals. Okay, so this is what we did for the last. Well, it's going to be 12 years, and the StarCraft is about 7% of that, okay? Makes sense. So I want to show you the scope of everything, right? So to make sure that we're on the same page. So a small disclaimer, as Shimon just read out.
Another one. Today, the last pre-order parcel was shipped for EU rest of the world. The UK parcels were processed yesterday in the UK hub, and all parcels are now either on their way to consumers, or customers, I should say, or in the containers bound for the distribution hub, so US, Canada, and Australia.
Yeah. One small asterisk here. Probably some of you received tracking's number today as well, and from yesterday. Or yesterday should be fully active. So, but from those ones you receive it, sometimes you have to wait a couple of days before it's fully active. But if you got a tracking number from the company, then it's great. But that's it, guys. Europe, rest of the world is basically shipped exactly as the UK. Now, all those countries at the moment here, we're gonna get there because we shipped them as well. They've been shipped, but they shipped on a boat, and the boat needs to arrive already is arriving in some of the countries, and then it needs to be distributed within that country. There is a specific reason for that. We did say that's gonna take some time, but also there was a number of delays. And on yesterday, Alma, somebody mentioned that we should be more accountable, and we should be more, open about why there was delays and so on, so on. I mean, that's the main delay. So I want to put out a few things just to tell you why we have so many, why we have so many other, some of the elements which were causing us some of the delays in shipping. Here they are on the screen. So the rulebook delivery. I mean, I promised that every single parcel with two-player FE, which is going out of the factory, will also include a physical printed book. That wasn't planned. That was me coming and saying, okay, I will do Jarek thing. Let's add additional book because we know we're going to be a little bit late. So at least as a compensation of that one, we're going to put that book in your parcel. We did ship from the 24th of May till the books actually arrived in early June, a number of parcels with no books, which means we're going to have to now go back and ship those books to those people who placed the pre-order. But that's what it is. We were waiting for the book, first of all. Printed components. Now, there's a things which I have to explain to you. When we ran pre-orders, we have no idea about how many pre-orders we're going to have towards the end of the day, because we were still waiting for business-to-business pre-orders to tell us how many pieces they need. Makes sense. So when we got those numbers, we're a little bit shocked about how many we have to make, produce, and ship, right? So we were ready for almost like 60% of actually our total pre-orders which came through. So in a panic mode, we went just like, okay, we need to order more stuff because we're gonna run out very, very quickly on start of the shipping. So yeah, we're waiting for those additional components. We needed to reorder more stuff. That's what we did. We ordered more stuff, but unfortunately, some of them were basically, we need to wait for them. And the last one is basically the capacity for the warehouse, and that was actually even more complicated because the warehouse is, you have a limited amount, of warehouse. It's like you have to drink 5 liters of water, but you have only 1 liter bucket. So try to do that. Impossible to do that. So we needed to do wave after wave after wave after wave, especially when it comes to shipping inside the containers. Yeah. So all in all, I think when we look, if I eliminate all of those things and machine break-in, holidays period, all the things which we have about 6 weeks in total delay. Right? We said we're going to start shipping on 24th of May. It's going to take about 2 months to ship everything out. Today we are shipping everything out. I was hoping to be much quicker on those things, but that's it. But today I can say we shipped everything. So it's just a matter now of weeks before some of the people going to get it because some of the things still sits on the boat. But yeah, okay. Shimon, do you want to add anything to this?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything in this regard. There were some delays, of course. We're, as always, very sorry. We could have probably done a bit of a better job, maybe like setting expectations and updating them, because we were maybe a bit late on that.
I mean, about expectation, I have to say one thing. During the pre-orders, there was something crossed my mind that we should stop doing pre-orders. Because we stopped doing it halfway through, because I knew it's going to be a little bit too much to chew, and it might cause a little bit of problems. However, if I stop pre-orders halfway through, we will upset so many customers unbelievably. Because, you're going to get the scalpers getting the product and they're going to be selling it, and it's going to be causing lots of even more problems, more issues. So sometimes it's better, okay, let's take those pre-orders, we will manage, we will ship it. We might be potentially late, let's do the best to not be late, but don't upset people of saying them halfway through, no, we're just finishing pre-orders right now because we're not going to be able to, ship them straight away in the minute we told you we're going to do it, yeah? So yeah. Cool. I hope that makes sense. And obviously there is other challenges at the moment, global challenges, which it's worth to mention. I did mention this one yesterday. It's not as an excuse, it's as a remark, because you know what's going on. There's so many things change within last 2-3 months, especially Strait of Hormuz being shut down, cost of petrol or diesel or gas, however you call it, in your countries went skyrocketed. So every single cost and shipping cost, container costs, ship costs, unable to actually get a train to China, because we needed, for the Australia, the plan was, let's pack everything on a train. You will go to China and then pack on a boat and get to Australia, which will save us about 3 or 4 weeks of shipping. So the shipping company said, no, don't do that, because once you hit Russia, but from Poland needs to go through Belarus, Russia, Kazakhstan, and then reach China. If anything goes through there, it's disaster. Right, so that's what it is. Yeah, and just one more thingy. You should, if you order it through the store, you should get email like that. You probably got it in a spam inbox. Please check it. And to check your tracking number, you just have to click view order, log into the store, and there's gonna be your tracking number, right? If you don't see your tracking number today yet whatsoever, don't worry about it. It should be tomorrow, like a refresh from the shipping company. But as I said, everything is out, and so on. Now, what is important to mention, now is a period when we're gonna be fixing all the issues and problems. What does it mean? It's like if you miss some elements when we ship it to you. Is it a telephone number here? Shouldn't be, no? Don't worry about it, it's a fake one, I think, I hope. Let's move on. And so on. This is gonna be time when our customer service will be engaged with you now to fix all the issues. So let's say your parcels came back to us. We have about 50 or 60 parcels, we have to reship it. So now every single parcel we have to go and to you, send you an email asking to confirm the address and confirm whether you're gonna be available to receive the parcel. Because during the shipping, especially in Europe, when we ship parcels during we kind of try to not to ship the parcels during the holidays period, because there's so many people not there, not in the homes, they are away from holidays, in some countries even for like 3-4 weeks. So they are away, and we ship the parcels, and that parcel is back to us. So then we have to start the process again, which usually takes, getting in touch with you, waiting for email to come back from you, and then reshipping the parcel. Okay? But stay with us on that one. As I said, as the second slide shows, we've been doing extremely good in terms of packing shipping. Yes, every single project's got its own individual different problems, but we're solving those problems. And making drama or whatever, it's just like not needed, absolutely not needed, because at the end of the day, in the next month, everything is going to be sorted, right?
Anyways, one more thing as well to mention on the tracking numbers. Part of you, of course, ordered through GameFound. You should be able to view your tracking number if you go into My Order and look at the Notes section. The tracking number is usually under the Notes section of your pledge view. And
is there
again,
a notification being sent through GameFound?
Yeah, there is also a notification, but just in case you missed the notification, or maybe you just received it some time ago and you missed it, it's definitely worth checking your status on the actual website.
Cool. That's what it is. So this is shipping bills for all the containers. Now these are pre-packed. What does it mean pre-packed? So here in our factory, we prepared your order for US market, as well for Canada, and for Australia. So these parcels are fully pre-packed with the label and the barcode of your order. So what happened when the miniature market received those containers, they will just scan it, put the label on, and ship it out to you. Yeah. So these are the number of containers. This is how many containers we shipped. So you have to bear in mind each of the individual containers is about 70 pallets, 70. So this is how many pallets we needed to ship to United States just for the business to customers. So just for you guys. The Australia is slightly different. It's 2 containers because one of the container is for the customers, and second container is for a business to business for the Let's Play games. So for the Australia release date or street date, we call it, for the wave 1 will be exactly the same time, because we have only one distributor in the Australia, which is Let's Play Games. They're going to get your parcels, ship it out to you. In the same time, they're going to be shipping to your local gaming stores. Same goal for the Canada, by the way. So Canada is exactly the same. Cool. Let's go here. So just a reminder why we did this way. Okay, I did that yesterday. I just want to do briefly, just for a few seconds. Then we're gonna jump in onto your questions. First of all, tariffs. A simple fact: if we ship the parcels from you today, and current tariffs are nobody knows. If we ship parcel to you and then there is some tariffs to be paid, yes, we can cover some tariffs payments. However, if all of a sudden somebody wakes up in the United States and change their mind about tariffs and all of a sudden they 150, 100 or 200%, and at the moment, as I mentioned, there's a tension between EU and USA, that might cause a lot of problems because you're not going to pay a $300 on a 300 parcel of tariffs. You're going to say no, that's for sure. And that parcel will have to come back to us. So the only one way to solve those things, solve those problems, is to ship it through shipping containers. We call this is called commercial tariffs. It's basically we pay tariffs on the moment when it's been everything put on a boat, and it doesn't really matter if they reach when the ship reached the USA, and even the tariffs are 300,000 or billion thousand. It doesn't matter for us because we're not going to pay additional, and you're not going to pay additional cost of tariffs. Make sense? So moving from now on, this is the way we're going to have to operate for the United States market. We are not the only company which struggles, especially outside USA. I mean, USA companies also struggled. You can see and Google it. But in general, that's the way forward. So what Archon does, we cover all the shipping from EU to United States, so the boat. We cover additional 30% of domestic shipping because the price between what we charge you and what's the price is currently, because the gas being much more expensive, is additional 30%. That's what we're going to do. And we're covering commercial tariffs. So you don't have to be worried about absolutely anything. Yeah, right. So, and only downside, it's additional 6 weeks. Okay, so the thing also is, before we ship anything, we cannot ship one parcel. We have to build up the stock of 70 pallets, get that stock of 70 pallets into the container, and then ship the container. So building 70 pallets of stock takes time, yeah? And that shows here. So effectively, if we just basically, packing and shipping will start normally in May, end of May. By end of the June, we would have everything out. But obviously we couldn't because some of the delays, and then we needed to basically pack everything in the containers and then ship it out. Yeah. Sorry for being boring, that stuff, but I want to move in very quickly just to give you some understanding about what exactly is happening. So what's that? That's UK shipping. UK shipping being sorted out yesterday and today. Everything is being pushed out. So that only shows the lorry. Entire lorry was packed only with the orders for you guys, and that was sent to our UK distribution center, and that's it. And same for the Australia. Just to mention this, somebody mentioned how about air freight? Yeah, sure, we can do that next time, but air cost is around about $150 to $200 to ship from Europe to Australia. I mean, nobody wants to pay that. Nobody wants to pay that. Everybody wants basically, everybody wants to have a cheapest shipping cost as possible. But, if we do cheap cost, it takes time. So there's something for something. In the future, I don't think we're going to be supplying Australia from Poland like we do it right now. I think everything needs to be done then through the Let's Play games in the future, because it causing a lot of disruption, a lot of misunderstanding. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Yeah. But again, we cover everything. We cover where there's a %, I don't know. Just the shipping of the domestic shipping and most of it. We need to add in extra because again, gas prices and everything else. So there's additional surcharge when you ship the parcel, by the way. So it's called petrol or gas charges. And then commercial taxes. So we pay all the equivalence VATs in Australia. It's on us. Okay. Now let's move to the
to the actual minis, to the exciting stuff.
Minis, the exciting stuff. Finally, sorry for the boring introduction and sorry for this boring rumble about the business, but it's not easy. So it's getting more and more difficult globally. I did mention this yesterday. We were extremely lucky with having a huge amount of material ready for StarCraft and to make everything. Because if we didn't have that one, I can tell you right now, I'll be standing here and crying. Yeah, so that was good. Because today, to buy any material, especially plastic, is like lottery. Absolutely lottery. You buy a truck and they send you one pallet. So cool. First question about the PDF cards for the units. You're going to get it. You're going to get it exactly in the same time when we're going to release the models, or we will start pre-orders basically. And so we're talking here about the 31st of August, and then the street date of 21st of September. Right? Then we're going to be sharing cards with you and rules with you. However, before that, the marketing team will be providing you with a blog post, tactical blog post, and on those tactical blog posts, you will find different type of strategy for these units and needed for these units and so on, so on. So just leave it that one for the team to actually handle it. So that's the lovely Immortal. You get a lot of plastic elements. You got one model in a box. You want to see it? Maybe I should have yeah, I can show them on the camera, can I? That wasn't planned. That wasn't planned to show in the camera. I think the introduction, everything is quite cool, but there's been a lovely Ask Me Anything. Let me show you. Let me move this lovely tank out of the way. So that's one of the sprues. I'm not going to be showing you every single sprue. I just want to show you the quality. The quality for us is extremely important. We're dealing here with, you know, a competition which knows very well the product quality, so we need to basically match them. But I can show you that's the one of the sprues for the clear plastic. Now, some of those elements, they are mandatory to put together on the model. And some of those elements, like a shields, they are basically additional component. You don't have to glue them, right? So that's one of the examples. Here you can see the way actually we structure the sprues and the way we put the models on it. We're still trying to make them kind of easy to assemble, but in the same time, the color, everything is matching to your army. So if you don't paint your miniatures, you just want to play with your miniatures, and so on, that's what you're going to find in a box. Okay. Let me just quickly show the miniature. Now, by the way, all the the best painted miniatures, actually my team hidden from me, or they send it to shows, but one second. They are still very lovely painted, don't get me wrong. But we have another few sets that actually been sent out. So you can see here all the clear plastic elements, they go around the miniatures and model, and the rest of the elements being painted. And that one is assembled without additional bits and bobs. So you can have it that way. Right? So for your, so what's the size space? I think is 80, right? Or 100. One sec. Sorry for that. Yeah, it's 100. So the base size is 100. Okay? It's a very cool miniature, yes. I agree, and the rules are even better. Let me show you the other variant. That's the other variant, obviously with assembled elements. I think it's just that they haven't been glued, so I can just remove them. So you can always have them, like, you know, place it over there. They're kind of going to stay for display if you want to have it on display miniature without actually gluing it. That should also come off, but definitely that will come off. So, and let me just try to, yep. So all of that is on the push feed, kind of. Make sense? Now legs are reposable. You can pose them the way you want. You can move them that way, this way. The entire model also is rotatable. You can actually rotate it in any way you want. Cool. Now this one actually, all the clear plastic is painted over. So that clear plastic was painted over exactly as this one. Make sense? Cool. So let's go through questions, Shimon. Maybe there's some question about the model, about things.
Yeah. For UK orders of Wave 2, is it better to go direct to Archon via a UK supplier or a quicker delivery date? Or does it not matter?
Wave 2 is going to be shipped from UK. So we have got a UK business now established. I was there last weekend and a couple of days more just to set up the systems. By the systems, I mean, like, you know, shipping systems and what's not. we are finally going to be offering much better shipping prices to UK, but just because it's being shipped domestically. So if you're going to like to order from us directly, and you can do that, but I always encourage you guys, go to your local gaming stores, just to support your gaming local stores, because they will support the game then, and so on, right? So I would say the first call, go to your local gaming store, buy the product from there. If they don't have it and you still need it, and if they cannot actually get it or they don't want to get it, just come to our store. Yeah, I'm never gonna push you guys to buy anything from us. Support your local gaming stores, please. They in the times like that, and they in need of that support. Is there any more questions here? Yep.
Yeah, I love the wormhole black hole effect on the immortal plasma shots.
Yeah, that was all painted actually. So.
Sorry.
Yeah, but actually, let me show you. So what we did in the plastic, this is actually quite cool. Let me zoom in for you. Let me change again to unboxing camera. So that is that element. Have a look. It's kind of sick, no? And you don't have to glue it. It's actually on a sprue like that. It's there. So it's a one-piece element, basically. I mean, engineering-wise, my team and basically Archon team, it's just, they do amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I cannot wait. I'm silly can't wait to show you more stuff we have prepared for this game, for the next waves. It's getting better and better, only better and better. So it's sometimes good to push your teams to the limits. Right. Okay, that will be all for this miniature. Let's move to the next one. What do you guys think about the price tag, by the way?
And then we have Zeratul.
Yeah.
Very exciting. He comes with, obviously, new tactical card, but also a new faction card. You can now play as an Erzim, officially. Also has his own deployment and mission, I believe, here.
Yeah, so what we will do always, when we're going to release the miniatures, especially heroes, each of the wave, each of the heroes will have exactly the same mission. So if you play Zerg and you're only going to get one hero, you're still gonna get exactly the same mission as it is with other heroes. But this one comes with its own unique mission, by the way. So, and then you also you got a new version of Adepts here. So this is the other approach. We say that we're going to do it. You will be able to play your Adepts differently. So you buy one set of miniatures, and then depending on what type of rules we're going to create for that miniatures, you can just choose and pick and choose, right? And that is the strategy. You will find it with every single hero release. So every single hero will do something else to meta. Not only the heroes itself will be, giving you different slightly meta, but also the additional units that you can bring on a table. So you're going to get two sprues. One sprue is a normal plastic in the box. The second one is a clear plastic. However, there's a small catch. We have learned, guys. So that's not usual. That's unusual. I will show you something. Because the question may be whether I'm going to get two bays. Yes, you're going to get two of them. So that is two bases you're going to get on a model. Now, I know for a fact assembling with clear model is difficult, and it's actually, if you have also clear base as I have here, it's even more difficult to assemble that model because you cannot find the spots where to put the model or where to put the elements in. So what we did, we just added you another additional base, so you can use that base and then clear element, so the clear bits from the other sprue to put your model together, or you can basically assemble the model and have this beauty on your table. Right. I was waiting so much for that model. The other version is cool, but finally it's got the rules, and finally can be put on a table. Finally you can play with that model, and so on. That was painted by Dave, no?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, we have many painted models, different colors, different variants, with different painters, but yeah. They all seems to be amazing. Right, so this is what we're going to find. Again, everything goes in the same bucket of wave 2. your local gaming store and online pre-order starts on 21st of August. Now, I can talk about this, why 31st of August, because at that time, we believe majority or all of them parcels should be with you guys, especially for the USA and Canada, which we, trying to see how fast they're gonna push out of the 3PL to you. But that's the starting date, but we're not gonna release those models till 21st of September. And that's important because it doesn't matter what will happen. If you receive your parcels after the 31st of August, it still gives you some time to assemble the stuff you have, play the game, and if you like it, you can jump in for the new releases because you're not going to be missing out because it's going to be 31st of September. Does that make sense? Okay, let's check if we have any questions here. When the box is going to be available in Polish stores. Now, the street date for the game itself is, I think, it's 28th of August. So next month, literally next month. In 3 weeks, they should be in the stores within 3 to 4 weeks. That's the plan. We left it Europe as a last one to receive a business to business. Because we needed to ship to United States, which takes time, and other countries around it. So Europe is the last one to be shipped. So they were the first one to receive the boxes to end customers, right? So to you guys, but it's gonna be last one to receive for business to business, okay? To stores and everything else. So yeah. But doesn't change the date. I will think we're gonna be able to push that one to that street date, and we're hoping that street date will be secured. No, the prices are in USD. Just you may recalculate it to euro. Usually we use like normal currency calculation, right? Okay. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for that. You can read it out, Sherman, if you want. Okay.
We just have a.
I'll give you some
bunch of.
We have some technical difficulty.
No. We just have a bunch of questions to get through.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I just fired up one question. Can you just come back to that question? I just opened it up.
I will get to it in a second. Yeah, does the current limited Zeratul have access to the cards and everything like that? Yeah, again, this miniature, the promo model for Zeratul, you first received like maybe, how long ago was it now?
It was about, it was last year, Essenspiel, no? So it's going to be
if you ordered it originally then. But that promo model for Zeratul, it's going to have the exact same rules as this one, but it's just a promo model. It's just more exclusive. This Zeratul here that you see on screen is going to be available at all times.
Yep. So this is a question. If I pre-order in 31st of August, street date is September 21st, is that the ship date for Canada orders? What is the rough approximate shipping time for Canada? Now, if you're going to order 31st September is a street date, which means this is like your stores will have in hands. So we're aiming at 31st of September. This is why we're showing all the sprues, because everything being already manufactured and ready to go out. But that's the street date. That's where we want to have it. So shipping probably will start a couple of weeks before, because these orders we don't have to ship in on boat. Not to Canada, we can ship in the boxes, and that's what's going to happen, at least for the siege tank and everything else you're going to be seeing right now here. So we can ship them in normal boxes. But that's the street date. This means it's a date when it's going to be available in stores, September 21st. So before that, so it's a very short window of pre-orders. This time around, we want to do very short window of pre-orders. There's a reason for that. Shorter window of pre-orders, it means we're going to get less pre-orders. We're fine with that. We're fine with that, but we need to basically chew that, make sure that that's going to be available on the market, because then it's a reorder period, and then stores will be able to reorder. We're not going to be, but lesson learned that capacity is the thing. Cool. Okay. Next one is siege tank. So the same story here. It's only one difference. It doesn't have any clear plastic thing bits. I mean, we kind of should add it like a shooting effect here, I think, but we didn't. I'm sorry for that. So that's the lovely siege tank. You have two assembly version, right? This is one of the assembly, which is in the siege mode, and the standard assembly. So
in tank mode, yeah.
Yes, it's one model, and you have to pick which variant you're going to be assembled. So what we did, we included a small token here. So you have a small mini siege tank token. Let me show you this. You probably have seen it in the rulebook. So that's your mini tank, mini siege, and basically that indicates the mode. So when it comes to actually this tank being in the siege mode, it's that. You just place next to it and indicates it's in the siege mode, unless you just have, you know, different discussion. So that's it. When we show you the tank, let me show you the things. That's your clear plastic blast. This is the blast we did. I mean, I know it's crazy. It is. But it's cool at the same time, right? So you can overpaint it, you can do all the things you want. I mean, with overpainting it's difficult because you kind of need to see underneath what exactly you are aiming at. The rules are flexible on the way you place that one, so it's not causing any issues. But we wanted to make something more than just like plain flat blast template, and that should give you indication for the future releases, what exactly in the future we're going to be doing for other models that, you know, having those things. Cool? Let me show you more, because siege tank is crazy. It's a crazy detail. I personally have not seen, except Japanese sprues, kind of details on the sprues like that. Right, it was, I mean, look at that. And you have all those holes going through right here. Look at the vents. So let me like this. Have a look on the vents. I mean, they're all going through as well. So anyway, this tank, it's amazing detail. Absolutely, it's got amazing detail. It is a good number of pieces. Don't get me wrong. It's not 5 minutes assembly. It will take a little bit of time. And blood and sweat and anger
and tears
and everything I could mention, but in general that's where you're going to get it. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal on a table. Let me show you. So this is its normal. This is its normal variant. Unfortunately, for this one we glued the turret. Turret is normally you can rotate it. You don't have to glue the turret, right? This is one of the prototype samples we did in the past. This is why it got different colors. But turret is basically on a kind of like a push element. You push that one in and locked in from underneath. But that's what you're gonna find on the system. Anyway. Anyway, that's the tank. That's the side of it. Something in there. Something is inside that tank. Hey, by the way, it's got the bottom. So that's the kind of joke. I mean, you know what I mean. Right. For those of you who know what I mean, it's got the bottom basically. Yeah. That's his one version, and then we have in a siege mode version as well. So that's the siege mode version. I mean, it's not only gonna look great on a table, but if you just collect miniatures and you want to have that, well, you can see the vents there. You can see the other finger there here. You can see the actually light coming through. What you can do, I mean, if you really want to spend a lot of time and magnetize this one, I have one magnetized, by the way. I'm not gonna be showing you because it's gonna be falling apart. Or maybe I will, we'll see. But we had one of the painters which did magnetization of this tank for himself, and he wanted to show it's 71 magnets. Please don't do that. You just have to have a lot of actually experience to do that. But let me show you something. It is falling in hands apart, but it's actually cool. But that's your siege tank, right? And it's gonna look so amazing just even on a shelf. It's not a toy. It doesn't look like a toy, by the way. It looks like a proper miniature from the video game, from StarCraft. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let me show you the one I was mentioning. So sorry if I'm gonna get in pieces. I think he's already in pieces. Yeah. No. No. Why the hell they left it in the box? I have some small technical difficulties. They left it in a box, but in general, somebody just decided to fully assemble this tank for us, and it's fully magnetic, right? So, I mean, if you want to do that, you can do that, but I'm not going to say do that because it's causing a lot of assembly issues and problems to actually get that one like a fully functional tank.
Oh, you just completely.
Oh, did I? I'm not gonna be sorry for that. Look at that. I mean, if you want to magnetize, it's not gonna work like this. Okay, so please don't do that. You're gonna ruin it. I mean, it's hassle-free. Hassle-free will be just buy two, assemble two versions. That's your that is kind of hassle-free. Okay.
You should have at least shown it before you
I know. Sorry for. I was actually trying to get it up, and the base is actually. I know the base is maybe glued to the box. I couldn't lift it. It's just like in pieces now.
No, marketing's gonna kill me.
For what? For showing the don't do magnets or anything?
For letting you break it.
No, it's just falling apart. Okay, never mind. So yeah, cool. That's your siege tank. I hope you like it. I hope that thing like price tag is okay with that. We try to do best in terms of miniatures models. We try to not to go over a crazy amount of things. But we have to be considering that this is also, you know, IP products and everything else, and all the charges are included in there and everything else. So
also another thing, prices, they are MSRP. Stores will probably be offering their own discounts as well.
Yeah.
So it will probably be a bit lower than this price that you see here. In a lot of cases.
Yeah, that's the MSRP. So if your store is going to give you 10% discount or 20% discount, that's going to be closer to $50, $60 model. Yeah. We should mention this a bit at the beginning.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm mentioning it now.
Cool. So, siege tank, mini tank. You get a new tactical card for the factory. It's a tech lab.
They're asking for the size of the base as well.
The size of the base is 150 millimeters. That's in inches. I think, guys, you know how to call it. It's about almost 6 inches. Shy of 6. A little bit of shy than 6 inch. Is that 40 to 50 pounds? $70, 40 to 50 pounds. I think it's going to be round about that size, that price. Dollars are not where they were used to be. So I think the conversion is round about that price. Cool. And then you have rules for all those of you who wants to do, like, I don't know if it's going to be visible there. But again, please wait for the tactical blocks, and all those tactical blocks will explain the way how you can use it. It's got phenomenal rules, in my opinion. Something which I really like it. So yeah, that's your siege tank. So let's move on to the next element. And here we have the Ravager. So a model I was waiting for because I play Zerg. So that's the Ravager. The price tag is MSRP, again, 59. You get 2 models in a box. You get a what's the
corrosive bile token.
Exactly, that's the one, and some borrow tokens. So you get that one with that model. The rules and everything else, that's going. I think from all the 3 models we're going to release, this is the most interesting one because it allows Zerg to actually put a little bit more control over the board, especially against MMMs, so Medic Marines. So yeah, I like that one. And let me show you the bits and bobs on that model. I do have it here. Let's go for the vaccine. That's the model. Oh, sorry for that. That's the miniature. Right. So you have 2 variants assembly, by the way. So some of the elements, I think the mouth can be opened as well with different elements, and you have different legs. Again, you have some clear plastic elements. You can put them on the side here. Exactly the same you will find it on a queen. And then we have also elements you can glue it in. So that's one of the elements you can glue it in. I haven't done this with that model. Right, so that's the heat shooting effect. Right, and we have one more. And sorry for disappearing from the camera. and that's the second one. So that's the second version of it. Lovely painted. And then clear plastic elements, which goes here. Again, you can paint it, glue it, but it's got different type of attacks. So here we go. And then obviously we have tokens. So these are tokens. I mean, it's self-explanatory kind of. This token is a functional token. So you place on a table and it does things, right? So that's what it is. If you have any questions, please go for it about it. If not, we're gonna be moving slightly for the next slide, just because we have more to show you.
Someone asked how many you can have in a standard game.
You can have, in this game, you can have as many as you want, as many as the points allow you to do. But in general, I would say if you want to start it and see how it works, I would go for one version only, for one set only, right? And then just keep it like that. Oh, by the way, I could mention now, you can morph them in the game. So you can actually set up roaches, and during the game, you can morph into ravagers. This is a small sneaky peek about the rules, and this is how cool the rules are in this game. So you might have them in your backpack, not showing to your enemy, and all of a sudden, ha, it is. So that's what it is. So you can have a bunch of roaches and all of a sudden bring them on a table. Or you can buy them before, like for the points before the game starts, and get them straight away on the table, like, you know, during normal phases. Cool. I know it's freezing, so, and no, the chat is freezing, sorry for that. I just have to refresh it quickly, open some questions, and then it's working, yeah. Yes, USD, United States dollars. The prices are in USD, United States dollars. So if you Google now the what's the prices, you will, yeah. What's the conversion, you will know. You get two models. You get two models in a box. So each of the box will give you a full, yeah, it's actually written there behind your two miniatures. So you get two miniatures in one box.
And the squad is either one or two, right?
Yes, the squad is either one or two. It's kind of like a stalkers. Freezing, yeah, chat is freezing. Not we are actually, yes, the temperature is not the best. Cool. I think that's gonna be all for that. Let's move on. That's the portion of wave number 1, and then we have this. So it's basically terrain. It's a new terrain. So it's a new piece of terrain. Lost Temple ramp. It's a part of this release as well. You probably have seen it several times somewhere in the rulebook already. The price tag, well, its MSRP is about $39 for that. It's 7 sprues. It's a large box. It's not small box. It's actually quite large box. So that's an additional piece of terrain from Lost Temple section set. We're planning to do more. This is the first terrain with size 3. Very, very much needed. At least that's the feedback from you guys who play the game, from playtesters, for beta playtesters, and so on, that we finally need some terrain, which is like, you know, and especially, and somebody just mentioned terrain, tournaments. So we need that for tournaments, we need that for, in general, for the game itself. That's one of the first sets for the size 3 terrain, and we're gonna get in more. No Terran Zerg new characters, only Zeratul. Yes, this wave does not have characters except this Zeratul.
Yeah, but we will be releasing more characters as time goes on.
The next wave is about that. And then we have to move into this. So
yeah, now we've got actual starters, or single starters.
Yep.
First one was Protoss, as we can see here. It doesn't contain Artanis like the Founders Edition one, but it does still have everything you need to get started. I believe it's about like 1,000 minerals.
Yes. So you get 2 sets of Zeratul. You get 1 set of
Zealots.
Zealots, sorry. So what do I say?
You said Zeratul.
No, not Zeratul, sorry. Zealots. Then you have Stalkers, obviously, and so on. So this is the box. You're gonna get it. The price is $129 USD. Again, 21st of September, 31st of August in your local stores. So this replace Founders Edition one. Okay.
Is the pylon in a separate box? So the pylon is tied to Artanis specifically as a hero, and he's available if you purchase like the unit, the expansion box with him. Yeah. He was available previously in the Founders Edition box. He was just included there for free as like a special deal for that occasion.
Exactly. So that's one of the first boxes. Yeah, guys. Again, I will repeat the same stuff. Please support your local gaming stores. Without them, there is no hobby. Like literally, there's no hobby without local gaming stores. So don't buy from us. Just go to your local store.
Again, as another reminder, this is MSRP prices. So hopefully your store will secure a cheaper price for you.
Yep, and some discounts. Yep. How many points are in there? It should be 1,000. So this is like again. The thing in the box, the game in the box, with at least the level of that. So yeah. Do we need more? I mean, realistically, if you want to try the game and you want to have some some nice miniatures, just go for the starter box in the future. Put on the table, give it a go. If you like it, buy more. But we have to have these starter sets for you guys available post Founders Editions. So the next one is Zerg one. That's the content for the Zerg starter. We have replaced Kerrigan with Hydras.
Yeah, with Hydralisks.
With Hydralisks. And the price is 119. I think the price is a little bit lower because the content itself is less value than the other content. So if you ask the question, is it a mistake? It's not. It's about the value of the content itself. Excuse me, what's going on? Whoa. And that's that. So you got Queen, you got Zerlings, you have Hydra, you have a Roaches and small set for Raptors. And all the cards you need. So the mission cards and obviously your faction cards, some tokens, and so on. Okay? And the last one is obviously Terran starter set. So bunch of Marines, Medics, Marauders, and Goliath. And the same story, the street date is 25th of September, 31st of August. Just ask your local gaming stores. And then delivery is so MSRP is 119.
Yeah, so again, all the like special faction stuff, like the Omega Worm, that's also part of Kerrigan's kit. Obviously not available in these starters, but you can still get it. And same with Jimmy's drone, also not available in this starter. You just have to grab Jim Raynor.
Exactly. Right, so there's also a rulebook, by the way. So you get rulebook. I haven't got the graphic for the rulebook, but rulebook will be for $9.99. You have seen the rulebook, right? So let me show you again. Many of you receive it, but let me show you again. That is what I was waiting for, a little bit longer than I wanted to anticipate it. But well, we got it. So it's a semi-soft cover. It's a soft cover basically. It's not hardcover, and it's 120 pages roughly. Yes, all the rules that you need for the game. They are still fully valid. We work on a small. Ask me any, not errata. What's the name?
FAQ.
FAQ. A small FAQ for the rules, just tiny one, but it's still fully functional, valid book. Nothing major change here. Some tiny elements we're gonna have to do it, and that's it. Yeah, $9.99. It's. I think it's still a little bit too expensive, but we cannot go any lower because, as you know, we sell anything to distributors and anything else. There is 50-60% discount sometimes in some cases, and it's getting very close to manufacturing cost with the shipping, with everything else. So $9.99 is the best we can do for the book. I'm sorry for that, but that's the price. It's a $9.99. Yeah. We're not going to be doing any hardback at the moment. I don't think we're going to be doing any hardback book if you're going to ask for that one. Maybe next year as an anniversary, we will see how much stuff we can just generate additional for the book. But if the book doesn't have a quality inside, it's just pure rules. You can get those rules for free. We give you those rules for free. You can go to the app. You can go, download it from internet, from our page, from StarCraft page. The rules are there for you. We are not book company, so we are miniatures company. Right, what else there? Let's go through this.
Yeah, so we got some questions on the Discord. Can we see the percentage of shipped orders?
Everything.
Yeah, so to clarify, everything from our warehouse has been shipped out now, as we mentioned earlier in this live stream, but it's currently on the way, on containers on the way to various hubs.
Yeah.
Now, as for the overall percentage of actual received orders, it's hard for us to make an estimate now. Do you know how much, roughly?
I can tell you. I was just looking today. One of the gentlemen was a little bit. I was checking for one of the gentlemen on the shipping because it was going to Ireland, his parcel, and I checked his parcel actually left on 22nd. Which means he hasn't received it yet. So if we go back now and we say for the Europe we needed to ship about 10,000 parcels, there is about 2,000 parcels which are still getting delivered right now from that 10,000. That's for the Europe itself. United Kingdom, we shipped all of that right now, so people should get them this week. So I would say this week people should get around about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 parcels. Just all of that from that. Following week, the first container will arrive to United States and it's going to be redistributed straight away. So in a week time, 2-3 weeks time, USA should be getting majority of the stuff already shipped to them, to the pre-orders. So everything should be finished, in my opinion, in about a month time. From now on, it's going to be ideal time, and it's exactly aligned with we're finished. Let's now start pre-orders for the new stuff and let's get people to actually be excited for the new releases. However, those new releases will be available only in September, towards the end of September, because we want to give ourselves a little bit of time on fixing things. Because, it's a lot of parcels, it's lots of processing. We were jumping here, working 24/7, calling people sometimes on the phone at night because we needed to confirm the addresses, something was wrong. And, crazy stuff we were doing here. There might be some mistakes. So if there's some mistakes, we've got to basically fix them before we just start shipping wave 2. Because when we start shipping wave 2, we're going to end up in the situation we have too much on our shoulders and it's going to be difficult to go back and fix the things we need to fix it. Right? Makes sense. So there's the tiny window of, for StarCraft, obviously. So the other team is fully dedicated to other projects now. So now we divided the team into, that's the StarCraft team, that's all the other projects team, to manage everything is around it. So the percentages, it's difficult to say. I would say at the moment, 50% is in the hands of people, another 50% will be delivered by the next couple of weeks. You can go on a Facebook and see what's going on. It's a full post on the StarCraft page. There's a full post of people receiving, painting, and already playing. So you guys, whoever is still waiting for, you guys are gonna get it quick soon.
StarCraft, when can we buy a printed rulebook from your store? I want one more than the one with the set. So yeah, as we mentioned just now, we have that $10 softcover book, and
$9.99.
Yeah, sorry, $9.99. My apologies. Do you know if it's going to be available in local stores as well?
It's going to be exactly the same time. So wave 2. So it's September.
And it's going to appear in physical stores, right?
Yes, physical stores. Yeah. We also have a plan for the book itself to be kind of given away to the stores. So we want to ship to the stores the book itself, additional on top of everything. So before you even pre-order or buy, you'll be able to go to your stores, check the rulebook if you like it, and then pre-order maybe if you want to. Next one.
What will be the Zeratul faction unique troop variant? Did you mention adepts in the last ammo? How does that fit into the lore if there are no Nerazim adepts?
Second? Sorry, read it out again. I was reading some comments here. So
What will be the Zeratul faction unique troop variant? Did you mention adepts last ammo?
Yeah.
How does that fit into the lore if there are no Nerazim adepts?
they are. They are. We have it. So yeah, there's gonna be a new version of adepts and dedicated to Nezarim. So there is a card, by the way, for that. And wait for the blog post. Wait for the blog post to be available at some point for the tactical blog post.
Will there be tournament support and guidelines?
Yeah,
if
that's the big
so,
one.
when are we likely to see that, so that tournament organizers can start planning tournaments? Has a scoring platform been selected? For example, long shanks.
So the tournament supporting will be starting round about when?
Oh, you're asking me?
Wave 2, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we're planning to actually do that on Wave 2. On Wave 2, we will see whether we're going to be able to, because we're still waiting for other people to come back with the rules for us, for the tournament rules, and those tournament rules will be fully announced on the blog post, and then the paperwork will be available for you guys, and then full program will be there. So program with the package, so it's a tournament package which is going to be available for the stores, individual stores, and for the people who wants to do the tournaments. We're fully going to be supporting any tournaments, which is like 20 to 30 people more. With terrain, with everything else. So this is what I'm talking about, the supports. What is guy talking about? I think he's joking here. Another scam? What's he talking about?
I can just ignore him. Why are you even...
Rulebook for free? We did that for free.
Yeah, the rulebook is available online for free.
Yeah, but we promise free rulebook to every single parcel with 2 player status sets. That's what we did. We promised once the even pre-orders were finished, so that was later. Anyway, people sometimes don't read. Okay, let's go.
Will Nova have a second cloak body like Zeratul? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Will the rules be removed from website as PDF? No. Where did I say they're gonna be removed? Did I say that? No, they're gonna stay on there. Physical is additional, by the way. The idea wasn't even to print those physical rulebooks. The idea came for you guys to give us, some of them said, okay, I would like to have just physical. I don't want to spend, time on my phone when I play. I want a physical rulebook. So that's what we did. Normally, I wouldn't go for that. If we got like 50, 60 emails almost on daily basis about, let's do that. Let's go.
Will you be addressing complaints from the stores who say that margins on sales are not good enough?
That was addressed, guys, long time ago. I don't know why this question keeps coming up.
You took a question from a month ago, so...
No, sorry, it is. It was addressed long time ago, and it was fixed, basically. So, yeah. And what happened? It was a little bit of miscommunication between us and distributors in the United States. We needed distributors to actually deal with shipping, and then we fixed it. So it was fixed. So yeah.
Hello, not sure if this question has already been asked, but there are scenic bases for the Terrans in the photos of the starter set. Is this a new feature?
No, it's not. We paint models and so on, so we add them, we put them like, on scenic bases, so they're gonna be flat, and then you get the crystals. Usually what we do, like, that's usually what the product photography looks like. I wish to say that it's gonna be quick, but it won't be. There's lots of things needs to be done on the back end of the app, because we need to create those tournaments elements, supporting elements for the stores, and many things. I am on it, but I also have in the same time lots of things to do. So it's on my list. It's gonna be before Wave 2. So I'm just pushing, procrastinating that thing, because I got other things to do on my list. So, but I will do it. So yeah. Cool. Let's move on.
Of the upcoming or future unit roster, which one might you be most excited for when it comes to designing their game mechanics? Didn't we already answer this one time?
I think we did, but
Oh, we can answer it again, probably.
now I would say Shukov rules. Kind of Shukovs around those things, because people, the team is playtesting them, they keep changing them. I do like it, the way how it's going to be structured. However, for me, always is going to be, I like casters, by the way. I love casters in the games. All right, so being a Zerg player is Defiler. I like the Defiler, how it's going to be changing meta, and it's going to change meta a lot. Yeah. We are not going to be doing any bundles yet. This wave is going to be dedicated just for single wave releases. The following one, I think it's going to have a following waves. We'll have like a kind of army bundles. So we plan to do some army bundles, and you may end up at some point. At some point, what's the name? The army models consisting some of the, maybe 2 tanks, maybe 3 Goliaths. We don't know yet. We plan to do that, but it's going to be in the future. At the moment, I think if you're going to go to store and if you're going to ask about 3 tanks, it can give you 3 tanks and some discount. So your local gaming store.
Is it possible to edit an event in the event calendar after it has been created? For example, if the venue or date changes, or if you get to add more info, like where to buy tickets.
That's the one of the future we're going to be working on. At the moment, we have to delete that one, delete the event in the event calendar, and create the new one, or just have to create the new one, or maybe contact us. This feature is not there yet. So I want to create the backend where if you want to create something and do some changes, you send you send the internal memo to our admin. When the admin logs into the app, he will have notification about, please do some changes, or change this, or change that, yeah? Okay. Okay, what else we have here? Let's go for the questions here. Okay, rules for Zeratul. Any plans for playtesters?
Yeah, so we already have playtesters for Wave 2 and 3, partly based on the playtesters for Wave 1, but also some new people joined us as well. So unfortunately, signups are closed for those playtests, I believe. But maybe we'll be opening them again for future waves. We'll have to see. Yeah. As for rules for Zeratul, yeah, they're going to be coming out once the street date hits, right? For Zeratul, we're going to be also releasing the rules for him as well.
Yep.
And do you have a party planned for the team after the last box has left the building?
Yes, it's called holidays. It's a little bit of holidays, guys, because it's freaking crazy at the moment. Yeah, we have something. We basically, in the last few months, I think we broke our backs like several times on this project, and yeah, it wasn't easy because we rushed and to get everything out. Loads of different mistakes, loads of different like catch-ups on and playing catch-up games and whatever. People demand not demand, but people, I think they deserve a lot from us. So I think the best way to gratitude to people is in 2 ways. We always have every year like a company party when we invite everybody with their families. Last year was like 2 years ago, actually. Last year we haven't done it because we were reallocating company to this place, so we didn't find a spot. So we say it's going to be this year, but this year StarCraft happened. But in general, in September we're planning to do like a big company party when everybody is invited, their families as well. So it's going to be like 300 people, maybe a little bit more. So it's going to be cool. So that's going to be one. And second one, I think towards the end of the year, it's going to be bonuses for everybody for the hard work they actually put in to StarCraft. And and so on, so on, so on.
And there was one more question.
With an IP, what's the thing on a team member fixed that made you go? I don't understand the question.
What's a thing that a team member fixed that made you go, I would have never thought of that?
In the rules wise?
Most likely, yeah.
Many things. I mean, rules, creating rules is a cooperation. It's not like, yes, I have to stand my ground in terms of when it comes to rules designing for this game. I need it for that because we have a number of crazy ideas, and some of them were just like, no, they were too modern, let's say, to actually.
They were too fun. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, too modern. So I needed to tune a little bit down the ideas sometimes. But the team did a good job across maybe everything. And you have to maybe remind this. They did that also with the support of a huge amount of beta testers we had. So the beta testers, which help us a lot in getting the rules right. So yeah, the specific one in terms of IP, like models, what models should have, what miniatures should have. This is more on Shimon, and I think a little bit on Alex as well, right? So Oleg, because you guys both been working. Religiously in terms of like looking inside the rules and specific elements for the rules. So yeah, some things I never thought about it. I mean, maybe not even fix some ideas with the team actually coming up with. So I may have some my ideas how the unit should work, and then they sometimes surprise me with, oh, this is what we think we should do. So that's great. That's cool.
You skipped a question. Are you thinking about changing the supply value of units? So Zealot specifically, is having them being 3 suppliers hurting a lot?
Yeah. I mean, no, not for Protoss. I mean, according to the stats we have at the moment, Protoss is a little bit too powerful. So changing them to supply zealots especially will increase the number of zealots on a table, which then will cause a little bit of problems, and so on. So no, that's not gonna change. What is the design reason to have zealots to supply? Exactly that, they're extremely powerful, but they combine with other models on the table. They kind of the units which need to soak up damage, because other units are much more fragile, like stalkers. So you want to send them straight away, just get a bit of damage, and then yeah.
And will you be selling a card pack with all cards, so people don't have to buy models that they won't use?
You'll be selling more cards? No, I don't think we're gonna be selling all cards. The cards are being supplied externally yet. We might be able to do some card packs in the future when we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be making cards internally. So at the moment, no, we're not gonna be doing this. Possible to get API to the no. This question is straight away no. The reason why is Google changed the API rules and regulations, so at the moment needs to be logged to the specific page. I'm not going to be adding any other pages because, as you know, API is basically it's dangerous to actually share API. What's this guy's about?
Anyways, next question. Any plans for head options like Kurtz Metzen for Marines, Dustin Browder for Goliath, and Samwise Didier for head? That's an interesting idea.
No, sure. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because we need to go to each of the individual person and ask him to sign up. So if they kind of would, then maybe yes, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay.
I got the starter sets. I'm wondering when in Poland where I would be able to play or buy StarCraft stuff from shops. Oh, sorry, I was having a bit of a stroke there. Or when I can get it from events. I know there were some stocks on at Pyrcon. So yeah, as we mentioned earlier, you're gonna have to wait till Wave 2, right?
Yes. So Wave 2, so that is, I mean, kind of no, because the street date for Wave 1, street date is 28th of next month. August, 28th of August. It's a street date. So whatever actually stores order it now, this means Founders Edition and additional boxes, that should be available at that time. For the Wave 2, it's obviously September.
Would standalone cosmetic / upgrade sprues exist for existing miniatures be something you'd be considering exploring?
Standalone? No, standalone, I don't think so. If we're gonna do that, it's gonna be always in boxes. In those boxes we sell. Like, in the Marines or whatever, Let's go for the next example existing, yes.
What is the current planned official street date for retail that will be expected and allowed to sell products? You just mentioned 28th. Right now, 28th of August. Any plans for a first year's anniversary model for next year? I'd recommend the Tauren Space Marine since we started the
Terra Marine. There's no S. No, okay. You have to edit.
Sure. I mean, Tauren Marine. Since we started the pre-order around April, like in April's first pre-order for the fun.
Yeah. I mean, stay tuned. We will have some models. Yeah.
Can you please detail your plans to develop retail and the tournament scene?
Yeah.
When can we expect this to be in place, given the evident delay due to logistics? And can you let us know when Wave 2 will be expected at retail?
So everything is basically pushed to 21st of September, and tournament packs should be ready by 21st of September. We need to make a nice announcement about that, okay?
You said further away places would have their pre-orders shipped earlier, so everyone will get their orders at similar times around the world.
Yeah.
So why is Australia only just having our stuff shipped, and has it actually shipped yet?
It's been hand shipped. I mean, you can track the container there with the dates. The Australia we shipped last because we were waiting. We kind of were waiting to get confirmation how we're gonna be shipping it, and we wanted to do. It was the first time when we're shipping something to Australia, by the way, like in that quantities. Normally, when we work with the distributors, we ship to the European hubs, and then from the European hubs, they basically allocate on a truck, on the shipping boat, and then ship that one into Australia. But the plan was always, let's ship it on train, as I mentioned, and then from train we go on a boat, and from that to Australia. But we needed to change our plan on literally a couple of days before shipping. Yeah. And basically we spoke with Let's Play Games, and they said, well, that's the best way to actually get it, yeah?
Throwing in my positive note that I'm super stoked for the game. None of this will matter in 6 months. I've waited for far longer for less important things. Well, we do like to hold ourselves to a higher standard, but thank you for the message regardless.
Yep. Let's go through questions. If you have any questions, let's go for it. Cool. What's this guy's about? Okay, we ignored the guy, but what he's about? Did you actually watch the video from the beginning that we're not starting any pre-orders? Or you haven't? Or should we maybe translate it to his language or something? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, we don't have moderator on the chat. Next time we'll have moderator on the chat to fix those things. Okay. Yep. That's what it is. So thank you for answering my question. Yes, so tournament, we have external company working on tournament, by the way. It's not us. The company which knows much better. I think Gunhammer is actually doing it. So yep, we fixed it. Okay. Yep. Golden ticket. That information leaked out.
It's not really a leak if you post it publicly, though, is it?
I didn't post it like on whatever. It was just on different media. I wasn't expecting people to, follow me on that media. And
of course, they're gonna stalk you.
And whatever. So anyway, One of the boxes, the last boxes manufactured here, that was a few weeks ago, when it was coming out of the line, I recorded the last boxes being made, and I actually took the pen and right inside a golden ticket, and there is my signature on it, and there is just the mention that's, you know, just contact our customer service. Yeah. So if you're going to open your boxes and you're going to see something written pen inside the box, yeah, that's the golden ticket basically. So you may contact us, and what's the price is basically you're more than welcome to visit our factory. We pay for visit, and then you can taste the chocolates and yeah, and grab as much spruce as you can carry. Physically carry, please. Don't drive here with lorry something and just say, Jarek, say something, and please do the way you say it. So yeah, that's it about the golden ticket. Are we going to have more golden tickets? Yes, in the future, definitely yes. We plan to do those things. So yeah, more often. So you will have your time, so your chance. So wave 2, we also have a golden ticket. This time around is going to be a little bit more professionally done, not me writing inside the box, but you're gonna get the proper golden ticket in wave 2. In one of the packages in wave 2 will have it. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, did I? Okay, maybe I haven't showed it. I do have that sprue here on hand. That's the one. That's the one, right? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, I was freaking out because we have so many sprues made for our future releases, and I was just looking. Oh God, maybe I did something, but I haven't. Yeah, it's full. It's cool. So that's the sprue. I mean, detail on it is astronomical. It's organic detail. It's organic sculpting, so that's where you're gonna get it. Sorry for doing some commercials. Yep. Okay. Don't drink Pepsi, drink water. I wish, but
I live off of Pepsi and Pink Monster. I wouldn't be able to live otherwise.
Yeah.
Pink Monster especially.
I'm reducing coffee, but that's only one way.
I'm increasing my caffeine intake.
What's this? What this guy wants? I'm trying to have understanding. Anyway.
I hold convention shows and adding tabletop tournaments, but most games do not support tournaments at convention scene, mostly brick and mortar tournaments.
Oh, did I? I mean, I've been in Ukraine Game Expo, and one of the reasons I went there was just looking at the tournament scene, how big it is, and actually it's growing, and it's actually quite large now. So I think that's the way to go forward, to support those tournaments on, on conventions. The next big tournament we're planning to do is Adepticon, I think. So we would try to do it on Adepticon. Is the Rampart set compatible with StarCraft? Is it? I think it could be. I haven't checked that, to be honest. I mean, we take photos of miniatures on our terrain. Like you can see it in the video. There is some Rampart terrain, there's some Encounters terrain, some Dungeons Lasers terrain in the background. We did have setup of that table with that terrain at some point, and it was looking quite cool. And we did play that because we had like that terrain in beta test. So I would say at the moment, yes, we just have to measure it. We're probably gonna be at BlizzCon, but nothing special from us this year. Well, yeah. Have you considered creating an AI agent that would serve as a sort of automated source of knowledge regarding the rules? Plus, it would give you a way to quick implementing changes to the rules. I don't know if AI is good enough for that at the moment. We're talking about this, like, a cheaper version of AI. And the most expensive, the API keys and everything else, it's so expensive that 10 people will ask the question and all of a sudden it's going to be a massive bill. So I don't know, maybe we will think. But I think nowadays people can do it by themselves. So many AI is free, so you can go on the Google chat on other things and maybe add the rules and ask the question. Maybe that will help. And also, I think the more complicated will be combining the main rules with the card rules, and because for the main rules shouldn't be any problem, for the card rules could be. No, there is no specific permission. You can just go and do it. There's nothing stopping. I mean, that's fine. We okay with that one. You can stream models, painting, you can assembling, painting games. That's it.
That's a good question. Are you still committed to giving us tools on the app for custom unit creation and giving us more than just the 2 players in the editor?
Custom units creation, not yet. We're not ready for that. For more players creation? What does it mean?
Probably for like the scenarios or deployment.
Oh, scenarios deployment, yes. But you can do it right now. It doesn't stop you. You can actually put in a description of the scenario. So yeah. 2 versus 2, the game plays very well as well. We tested with the rules, so it's
They're probably asking for like more deployment sites
yeah.
And stuff like that, but
yeah. No worries.
Could you give any teasers on how the corrosive bile ability works in game?
Yeah, I can do that. When it comes to that, you place a token with an XYZ range, and any units if that in a movement phase, and then it's activated in assault phase. That should give you some indication how you can actually counter this one. You may always stay in place, but then you are going to take damage, or you can basically avoid it by moving. So this unit is quite good for controlling the table. Oh, thank you. That's a good question. I mean, what was the point of giving us 2 broken promises on the delivery? The delivery, the first one we said delivery is going to start on 24th of May, and it's going to take 2 months to actually ship it. So May, June, July or 24th, we should be finishing shipping everything. We tend to provide as much information about the shipping as possible. In most of the cases, people just want to know the date when they're going to get it. They don't want to know all the details about, oh, our machine is broken now and it's going to take an additional couple of weeks to make boxes and ship it, what's not. So for some of the delays, we knew around about 3 weeks that, okay, that's not going to happen. We're not going to be having this container on the boat because the ship is not ready, or ship is not going to be collecting, and so on. But it doesn't change the fact that we have to wait for information to get in order to feed that information back to you. So if I tell you that the stock for United States was ready in June, beginning of the June, July or June, yeah, beginning of the June, but wasn't put on a ship for the next couple of weeks, you don't care. You guys don't want to know. We want to know when exactly that it happened. But I cannot tell you when it happened till I actually got that one on a boat. I get the ticket and I get information. Okay, this is delivery time. So, that's what it is. Sometimes we give like approximate date of shipping, and then something goes and we get new information that it's not going to happen, and then we provide that information to you. Is it a big deal? It's a crazy amount of delay, or what's not? It is. I mean, for you guys, definitely is. For the grand scheme of this project, if I, look from the third party, how much stuff we have actually moved from warehouse out in the last 3 months, I would say it's not. But, that's the different perspective, because I know how much work the team actually put here into that shipping. So the range of the siege tank is tricky, I would say. Just wait for the rules. Okay. Is there more question coming? Archon won't translate it. Yeah, we won't be translating the games ourselves. We need a professional translation to actually do that. The goal is Arc Knights. Kind of. Oh, the big boys. Are we planning to do anything larger than this? I mean, there's a Thor in Polish, but yeah, that's one of the bigger models. I can tell you that at the moment we are in the wave number 4 sculpting wise and designing wise, and there's going to be a little bit bigger models as well available. There is also, and I think wasn't the Warhawk, right? What's the name of the model we were thinking of concentrating this one? This is like the one.
Which one?
From Terran faction. From the guys remind me the name of the model. It's Warhawk, right? The big one. Something like that. It's one of them. So
Warhawk, I don't think I recognize anything like that. What does it do?
It's one of the campaigns models for Terran from StarCraft 2. Okay, never mind. There are some larger models we have in mind and in plan, but one of them would be Thor probably. That would be massive, by the way. So it would be probably like the size of Knight. Will have to be size of Knight because it is what it is. But that is for the much bigger games. No, today and tomorrow. You should get email today or either tomorrow with your tracking numbers. So yesterday, today and tomorrow. So that's it. I mean, Ultralisk is it's gonna happen. That's for sure. But it's not size of Knights. So yeah.
Oh, Warhound, yeah.
Warhound. What was saying?
Warhawk.
Okay, Warhound. I meant Warhound. Yeah, so Warhound could be a little bit larger model than Goliath. Cool. Thank you. It's complicated universe at the moment. Small companies suffering a lot. I was talking about this one yesterday on Generic Gamma. So if you go now and check out any company of our size, you will find out a lot of how much they struggle. Many companies are not shipping nothing to United States. If you go for, I don't know, not gonna name it, but you know there's some lots of board games at the moment not being shipped to United States at all, and people asking questions what's going on. And we both know what's going on. We all know what's going on in industry, basically tariffs and everything, which is not clear how to do it and so on. Yeah, so shipping anything at the moment is just horrible. Yeah, that is a good question. I'm sorry for that one. Yes, we know. So we are, because we finished now with shipping and the team was like fully dedicated to that, we're back now on customers' queries and fixing those customers' issues. So you should get it very quickly. I would say not just a couple of weeks, just give us a couple of weeks to clear all the StarCraft queries. And then, yeah.
Is there a plan to make unique textured bases for StarCraft or expand the current range of sci-fi bases? I don't believe we have any plans for that, no. Right now we're just going to be sticking with like the normal black bases we provide in the kits.
I don't think so. Maybe at some point when we have a little bit more time, but at the moment we just every single kind of manufacturing we have to focus on making models. So, yeah.
Is there a chance you'll do things like the Protoss carriers, Terran battlecruisers, and Protoss mothership models as big centerpieces?
I mean, as a big centerpiece, I would like to make terrain using our dungeons and laser systems, and make internal elements of Terran battlecruisers. So imagine you play inside a battlecruiser.
But why not both?
Why not both? I don't know. Why not both? I don't feel it. I don't feel. I think scale of battle cruisers or carriers is a massive one. It's like in a 40k universe trying to put like massive, elder ships.
We've already got a Raven.
We don't have any Raven.
Well, sorry. Maybe in the future we'll have a Raven that's table sized.
Yeah.
Apologies.
So yeah. Yeah. The 40 is the Titan size. I think it is. But if we do that, if we do that, then yeah. I mean, elder motherships, right? The elders, they live on ships, right? If I'm not mistaken, in 40k universe. Imagine this one tried to put on a tabletop, on a table size. So you wouldn't be able to scale it down, and it's not gonna look good. In the same time, it's not gonna be like I think it's gonna be a little bit look a little bit odd. You got different games, right? So Battlefield Gothic is for that. I was referring to full other game, basically trying to, just to give you some imagination. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I want to get in trouble. We already have to edit this video for one word. Okay, I think, guys, we're gonna be wrapping up. If you have any more questions, please let us know. The next couple of weeks is gonna be finally exciting. I think we gave you all the information. Can we see when we see? Well, I wish to. So this is a big one. I think Archon should be done in a first year anniversary model. I would like to have it as a first year anniversary model of this game. So expected round about the same time next year. Any update on the campaign book? Obviously, because everything at the moment we did, like we pushed all the new releases because we want to make sure that you guys will receive everything before we do new releases. It's going to be probably pushed towards the end of this year or beginning of next year. Okay. So that window basically shift. So next wave, I can mention about next wave, following wave basically, wave 3. That wave, the street date is Essence Spiel. So this is how far we stretch everything, just to make sure that there's no kind of bad blood with that. So yeah. Please no super heavies. I would say super heavies could be cool for the big tables, like massive tables. People wants to play those massive battles, which takes like one entire day. So it's not mandatory to get it. It's just like myself. If I play other games, I usually don't go for big things because it's not like whatever. So yeah.
Blizzard managed to downscale Protoss carriers and motherships and battlecruisers for the game. That's what I've been saying.
I know, but it doesn't work in the tabletop miniatures games.
Yes, it does. They're just complaining.
It doesn't.
See, he doesn't want to sell you guys stuff. He's I don't know. He's kind of weird like that.
I am weird like that. It's not about the making money. It's never. We are not corporation. We are basically a bunch of people who loves miniatures, who love play miniatures. I'm also a gamer. If you want to push on me something I should get because I want to make money, I would feel it straight away, like other people will feel it straight away. So it's not that. We have other things we can do. We don't have to push on people buying $300 models or $400 or $1,000 models just because it's a massive model because we want to make money.
It doesn't have to be massive.
No, it's not going to happen. Not on my watch.
He hates you guys. He hates you guys.
Not on my watch, sorry. If you want to do it in the future when you take my boots, then go for it, but not on my watch. So we're going to stay on a level when it's manageable for people, for our region as well, like Poland and other regions. This game is extremely affordable. I would say definitely extremely affordable in terms of tabletop games. We're not going to go above that. No, not for this game, not for any other game we do. That's it. We don't have investors to basically tell them, our great numbers we did, and every year we're going to be make more.
See, look at all the people saying that they want a battlecruiser.
I don't know.
It's just him that's against it, by the way.
Yeah.
Not only does he not want to have
we already did massive ship for Port Heaven. It's such a big ship. It's 20 sprues. It's a nightmare. It's a basically nightmare
and
ship.
everyone bought it. And we're all happy.
Nah. Not on knowledge. Yeah. Do model 1-to-1. Yes, so yeah, let's do 1-to-1 then. Yeah. That would be a good idea. But just all to be like clear about this, we have a roadmap, and this roadmap is massive. So, and if we also have our own capacity, I said to my team, we just have to stay on the maximum amount of sprues we can do for each of the models is 7. Don't do any more, because if I have like 3 releases, it's 21 different sprues. And we have only 18 machines, 18 injection machines here. We also have to make models miniatures for other companies. We have to make for Trench Crusade, we have to make for Port Heaven, we have to make for everything. So if I have to make 20 spruce model, one single model, and then another releases, then I don't have a space and capacity to make other releases. You know what I mean, Shimon, right? So
no,
we just have to be okay.
I want my battle.
You have to be realistic, and then
I want my battle cruiser.
And then we'll stop factory for 3 months making one model, and people are gonna kill us again for not having, you know, product in stores or other things. No, it's not gonna happen. I have too much on my plate, basically. We have too much on our plate to make crazy things. We used to make crazy things, right? So no anymore. Cool. I respect the halt of the approach. Thank you for, yeah, we will stay that. We will stay that. You see? I told you. Cool. Right, guys. I think we're gonna be slowly wrapping up. Sunny, okay, there was a question. Is the way for use to get a hand on the Z2 cards without buying the new kit? Of course it is. We're gonna make them available. You will be able to print them. We make like a print-friendly documents for each of the factions, so you just basically print it and use it. Now, if you want to like finish a final one like from us, unfortunately this will mean that you have to buy a model, because we're not going to be making separate packs, and maybe in the future. What are those battle cruisers? They are massive ships, basically, like a huge one. So if you play StarCraft 2, and even if you look quickly on StarCraft 2, anything, Jim Raynor was actually on one of the battle cruisers. It's a huge ship, massive one, like a city, basically, almost. Am I right?
I mean, it's pretty big, yeah. I wouldn't. Not sure if it's as big as a city though.
Jarek takes one comment on his side. Well, I know. I'm more realistic about what we can do, basically, guys. So we can talk, you know, we can have different visions, we can have different ideas, but we got to be really realistic about it. We do have loads on our plate, really loads on our plate. Right. So managing everything at the moment is disaster. It's basically disaster. Like Strait of Hormuz. I did told you about the plastic. You surprised. I mean, you will be surprised how much plastic costs now. Absolutely ridiculous. And you're lucky if you're going to get any plastic, by the way. So if you order plastic today, I said one truck, and you wait for your delivery, all of a sudden only one pallet arrives, and you're gonna get told, this is what we have. We don't have any more plastic for you. And yeah, and you know, it's too many issues to start creating products which require a lot of plastic. Luckily, we still have, I don't know, last time I checked, we have 150 tons of plastic, which is a huge amount of plastic. So for us, basically, but yeah, and I have to be reasonable. We have to, if the universe change, if the world change, it's going to be much easier to run the business. Then maybe you're going to do more crazy things. But at the moment, we just have to stay very safe. So use resin. No resin. You check price for resin. You check price for resin for 3D printers. What's happened to that one as well? packing 27 sprues into one box must be hell. It is. It's not even that. Every single 2-player starter boxes, it was 22 different components. Like on top of, and within that, excuse me, different components, you have the batches of components. So there were batches of sprues, dice, and everything else. It's a really complicated process. So, like, you know, it will be.
Our LGS hasn't asked for demo boxes. Can gaming clubs get the benefit of those for demos?
Gaming clubs at the moment, no, unless they are fully registered. So there's a plenty gaming clubs which then don't run under kind of, you know, community. They run as a community, but if they have like legal entity, then yes. At some point not yet obviously, but at some point we're going to be making this available. At the moment we just have, you know, in stores. The stores can actually go on our business-to-business store. So it's Archon business-to-business store, and they can pre-order one box. It's heavily discounted. I think it's about $50 for the 2 players box itself. Heavily discounted. It's only for the manufacturing price, and they can only order one. And no shipping fee basically, so we also cover that one to them, and that's it. So, but it's very, very reasonable, I think, price for the demo boxes. I'm not sure if other companies does that, but something we just wanted to try it out, and I think we ship it out like 300 boxes. So yeah, no less, 200 boxes for demos, less, but still quite a lot, I think. Yeah. If you just, if you watch this one a little bit closer, then you will find all the information about the next wave releases and when exactly we're planning to do, and so on and so on.
Do you feel that this pressure pushes you to become a better company, ready for bigger things? More StarCraft, some game called WCTNG, whatever that could be.
Diablo skirmish game. You know, at the beginning of the video, you have seen how many projects we did, and every single project is basically leaving some scar. There's always something wrong with the project. One of the projects we had no spruce, or some element was missing from the spruce, and we needed to fix it. You know, every single project is something. We did Heroes of Might and Magic. That was the biggest one. The first campaign was shipped. Wasn't delayed, was it? I think maybe it was delayed a couple months. First campaign, but shipping was a little bit dragging for that. Wasn't done from our place because we couldn't manage that many parcels to be shipped out. But now we're shipping, for instance, Heroes of Might and Magic through other third-party company because again we had no room for 27 containers of that. It's a massive game, and it's still dragging. So every single project we do, it goes something wrong. And then we obviously the internet era is like, if something goes wrong, somebody is gonna make a big hello from that, and it's gonna be drama, and it's gonna be something and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, usually when you have battle scars, it means that you learn something, and every single project is much better than the previous one. Absolutely better than previous one. The first plastic project injection we did, which was the Rampart, was delayed for 6 months. Only because we needed to master plastic injection, and we had so many problems. We throw so much money at the D&D, so the design and development, to actually get there. But it was delayed for 6 months. But we finally did it. We ship it out, and so on and so on. And later on, every single project for Dungeons and Lasers was shipped on time with the specific, window of shipping. So that was actually what we mastered. It's only now when we basically had too much to chew. I did mention this. We had too much to chew for this project. It's just massive. And nobody believes even the quantities. It's like I spoke with the guy who works for ex-guys who used to work for GW. I told him the numbers we did. He said, impossible. You guys if you did the numbers you told me, you just did the Games Workshop release. like one of the monthly release of the Games Workshop, and I say, look, this is the numbers. It's impossible. This game's got the numbers you told me. So it only shows a little bit of strength. And yes, there's a pressure. Lots of people asking, waiting for this. We needed to ship containers, so a bunch of people don't have yet. But it's on the containers. It's just basically almost there, and so on. Yeah. So whether we learn something from this project, a lot, because it's so big. It's like in total we've been learning business for so many years. And from all the projects, I did mention this, it's about 7% of all of the projects we did in this company combined. And that 7% is compacted to 3 months. Guys, to 3 months. So imagine now taking 12 years, out of that 12 years, taking that 7 to 8%, and then, which is about, 1 year or something, and then combining into 3 months. Oh, a lot of battle scars, guys. Yeah. So, but our backs were broken many times, so we have very thick skin, I think.
I don't know about you.
Overload getting model? I don't think so. We have an Overload card, and we're gonna probably stay with that one at the moment. Yeah. This AMA is turning into business AMA. I don't want to... I'm rambling a lot about the business, loads about the business. It's just not easy, guys. So, yeah. And you know what's worse? What we see at the moment, and you know, you guys know this as well, it's just like seeing other companies struggle even more. Like really struggling at the moment. And people leaving the company and that company, I know at least 2 companies which gonna go down the drain because they have no exit plan basically for what's happening globally at the moment. So it's not good, guys. It's not good. Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, but it's about yeah. We don't have even warehousing, right? So we're now building new warehouse. We always 1 year late for everything. Like for everything. So we want 1 year late with the new warehouse, new expansions. So always those things happen. Actually, that's good. That's good call. Yeah, the old school Blizzard fans are used to waiting. I remember myself seeing the first announcement for StarCraft 2. I was crazy enough to spend £120 on a beta access code to StarCraft 2 because some guy actually got it and decided to sell it on eBay, and everybody was bidding for it. I spent $120 for beta because I need that now. I need to play. I cannot wait next 3 years for the game to be, or 4 years. Actually, the Blizzard keeps saying when it's ready. So it was actually 4 years later, which, you know, you see announcement and then 4 years later you play the game. It's like, you think it's a eternity, right? It's like, wow.
So that was in 2006 or 7?
I don't remember. It was 2008 and released in 2010. Thing like that. 2006 and 2010. I don't remember what was it. I lived there I don't remember what was it, but it was like 4 years before when the beta was out. I don't remember the dates.
I'm pretty sure beta was 2008, no?
Either 2008 or 2006. I think it was 4 years before was announcement and 2 years before was beta. Something like this. But I spent a lot of money on that. I spent a lot of money back then. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. We need good words as well sometimes. Pressure is always like on us. Cool. The cataclysm is what gave us StarCraft in the first place. Who is it? Could be.
I mean, whatever.
What? Capitalism. No. Sorry, capitalism is what. Sorry, I read something else. Yeah, capitalism is what gave us StarCraft.
Yeah, it's not cataclysm. Yeah. No. All good. I think it's a bit late for him. You know.
I'm old. I'm too old for this.
Time to go to bed.
it's late now. It's about 2 hours me talking. You, Shimon, don't help me. You should just pop
You're
me saying...
taking all my slots, you know, I want to say something, but then, like, you just talk over me, or... Hey, in case of missing sprues and starter sets, how fast are replacements? So, we have been focusing more on shipping right now, but as we mentioned earlier during this live stream, we're going to be start focusing on replacements now. So it should be about like a couple weeks from now, where like everything should be sent out. You think for the replacements, or
at the moment we have 100 replacements to be done, and this is like some of them like missing base or whatever. It's about 100. So the team cleared out a few today. They needed to clear out because we are testing new system for replacement, and then following weeks it's gonna be 50 on day. The plan is basically shipping 50 on day, and then after we finish StarCraft, we're gonna move to other projects. So the team was tasked. Everybody agreed to time. Whether we're gonna ship out 30 or 40 or 50 or maybe 60 or 80, it's gonna be depending on the guys. Why did I read something else there? Why did I? Never mind. I'm tired. I don't know. I think he just invited many people into the community, you know. So into the StarCraft universe.
I think the multiplayer for Brood War is significantly better than StarCraft 2, but overall I think StarCraft 2 is the better game when it comes to like other modes.
Co-op.
Yeah, like co-op, custom games, custom campaigns, all that good stuff.
Thank you for your comment, my friend. Can we see the clearest proof was out? No, unfortunately, no. I don't have it ready here, but it's exactly the same sprue but made in different materials. It's the same tool but made in different material. So yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be posted. I think it's gonna be posted next week, like a proper one. We just wanna wait for parcels to be fully guys delivered to the team, to the people, and then as I said at the beginning of the video, we still in a shipping one process. So yeah, but it's gonna be there.
Thank you very much. I received my 3 armies at the end of last week. Great work, guys. You should be proud. Finally, I have the Zeratul miniature.
That's cool. Thank you for your comment, man. And enjoy it. And please, get more people into hobby. That's the master plan. Get in touch with chapter master Valrak. Sure, we work with a number of YouTubers. I think our team works with almost 50 different YouTubers nowadays, so it's only one person we have, so we cannot get any more. Yeah. We haven't done any allocate. Okay, that's the big one. We haven't done any allocation. That's the other problem we have, basically, because when we received the orders from stores, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, it was so many that we really like saying, oh god, what are we gonna do, kind of like cope with that. But allocation is not the way we're gonna be working on. So we're gonna give them window of pre-orders, and that's it. The number you pre-order, we were gonna be definitely delivering. Only the Founders Edition was the huge massive hype. And again, we didn't expect that one. I was expecting 1/3 of what we actually needed to. So I did order more materials just to have in case, but we were not expecting that many. My wallet is not ready for WC. Oh.
Whatever could that be?
Yo. They're asking me to get in touch with you. Blizzard say no more StarCraft games. That was the old Blizzard, I think. I think there was a leaked message coming through that there's a new game they work on. Yes, I spoke with him. It's a great guy. Yeah, he's doing quite. He loves the game, by the way. So it's much interesting for him than the other games. Fine. I think it's gonna be easier in the future, guys. Much easier in the future once we finish this first wave of shipping, and then we move to second wave. Second wave, we already sent out. I think some of them will send out, isn't it, to some of the influencers. So they're gonna work on that material, and then it's gonna be slowly getting there. It's a big one. It's basically a big one. They were not expecting this. We were not expecting this. So yeah, it's a big one. It's very good reception. So kind of like, yeah. I did mention this one, so Shimon, you can let me get.
Yeah. So cards, unit/unit factions for Zero Tool promo. We need to print it, or can we get the cards for Zero Tool somehow? So yeah, right now there's no way to get the Zero Tool cards separately. You'd have to print them out there, and they will be available for free on our website, so you can download them and print them out that way. But we're not going to be releasing like a separate card pack just for the Zero Tool cards.
Yeah. That's a good one, but I can't post it. Cool.
I've been playing proxy games and loving the rules so much. Thanks for the amazingly polished game.
Thank you. No, they're not allocation. There was no allocation. If the stores, if the distributor ordered 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 boxes, they're gonna get 3,000 boxes. There was absolutely no allocation. If somebody said there was allocation, it's not true. There could be allocation. I mean, we specifically say to USA and to everybody that this is limited run, and they have to be also specific, with their stores. They have to inform their stores that this is what's happening. What's happening with my screen now? Sorry for that. That was crazy. That it needs to be basically what I was saying, that we don't plan any location. If they're going to order 3,000, this is what you're going to get it. So we didn't cut any numbers to any of them. Yeah. What defiler? There is no defiler. Polish ad game. Do you want to read out anyone?
Yeah, I mean, will we be able to order, let's say, more Marauders or something else while ordering Wave 2? So again, anything that was previously available, you'll still be able to get for Wave 2. So yeah, no worries there. Thank you for the info. I live in Poland, so I hope the replacement sprue will come fast. My fiancée is devastated that she cannot assemble her queen. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll get that queen sorted out for your queen. Oh, see how smooth that was? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
Hey, thank you for visiting us. Thank you for being with us. And have a safe trip.
Anyways, I do think it's time to wrap up, more or less now.
I think so. Let's just quickly check the last page. What we have here. We need the bunkers rules. Yes, I would say yes. I was saying no for some time. You guys convinced me that we need at some point.
It's only a matter of time before that battlecruiser gets in the game.
We'll have wave 1 except if you available on your yes, that it will be, and it will be with the with the oh yeah, that's a good question. Shouldn't be with the street date, or it should be on our page from where? From we will think about that. I don't know yet. I think we should be doing with the wave 2 pre-orders. So give it some time, but then people are gonna have to kind of wait for wave 2 elements to arrive. Give us time to consider this. We don't want to get more people angry with us. There's some people being upset, so I don't want to get more people upset because of the whatever. So we will think. We will think. We haven't thought about that, to be honest. I was thinking that everything is going to be in our store. It's going to be reopened basically with Wave 2, but then it means people will have to wait for everything to be kind of shipped to them during Wave 2, so September 21st. Yeah, then it's going to be an entire month. So we will think. Yeah. When faction dies, we got a replacement dice coming to us. Those ones which were not good, Terran ones, the paint was chipping off. The manufacturer, it's gonna replace them, like 100% of them. So once we have them, we got packaging design. They meant to be released on during the Wave 2, but you know I wasn't happy with the quality, so we just basically choked them away, threw them away. Well, that's a good question. I don't think so. I think Viking needs to be 2 models in a box, and I think needs to be a flying version and ground version. Yeah, that's what needs to be. That's yeah, because we got place mechanics, so you can always use the place mechanics to actually replace the model with other model on the table. Thank you. Glad you like it, guys. I can read it out if you want to.
Yeah, just received my box yesterday. Excited to build my 3 armies. As a huge Protoss fan since playing the original StarCraft as a kid, I cannot wait to see your take on the Archon. Please make it soon.
Yeah, Archon is the most important model. I really want it. It's a kind of name of the company.
So
you know how? Yeah, I know. You know what's the name for the British company?
Yeah. It's for those that haven't heard, it's called Dark Archon, our British counterpart.
Yeah. Do you know what's the name for the USA company?
I actually don't.
2 Templars.
2 Templars.
Which is Archon.
Okay. Yeah. I see the vision.
You see the vision. Yeah. So we have business established in USA just in case if everything grows, and then we need like urgently get a warehousing set up in the USA. So that is there. Cool. Okay, I think we're gonna be finishing, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I'm not sure how many people already we have on the stream, so thank you for each of you and every one of you. The next StarCraft, Ask Me Anything. It should be with properly starting Wave 2. When everybody's going to be already having their models, playing the game, having on the table, giving us feedback, and so on. So I would say with beginning of pre-orders for Wave 2. Yeah. So not so far away from here, a month and something, guys. So stay with us. Stay with us. It's only 5 weeks away. Actually, yeah, around about 5 weeks away. Thank you again for watching. Thank you. I hope we answered all your questions. I don't see any more questions about... Oh yeah, do me a favor. If you see somebody on the internet commenting that, whatever, like shipping and things like that, because so many people don't watch this, can you just point them to this video and ask, have a look on this video. There's a, some explanation about what's happening and what's going on and when they're going to get it.
And I preferably point them towards the blog posts first.
Yes.
They can quickly read up on like everything.
Absolutely.
And then if they want to like hear the details, like the insider information,
exactly,
then you can point them towards the live stream.
Exactly. Right. Okay. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for joining. And we will see you in 5 weeks time, roughly. Bye bye.
Battlecruiser operational.